Good morning. It's a Sunday morning and looking good. And by the way, there's my spiffy shiny RV. I had it detailed yesterday and it looks so good. Oh my. So anyway, here we are in the garage, in the shop, in the chop, man. The blue bike is vexing me incredibly badly. I've run into a monster style roadblock, and that's with the new ignition system. So hang on for a second. All right, so as I was saying, I've run into a serious roadblock. This is the new ignition system that we're putting on. It's called Electrex. It's really nice. It's well built, well designed. Combines the alternator charging system with the electronic ignition all in one package. Goes out through here, comes out down here, goes to the black box and small ignition coil. It's really, really nice. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Fits perfectly, installs perfectly, well designed. I like it a lot. Now, backing up, the original plan was to rebuild this distributor with the Payson electronic ignition, which I did. I installed the new Payson electronic ignition system in there, took the old mechanical system out, and was all ready to finish the job. And the client was told about the electric system and decided, well, that's a whole lot nicer. And it is very nice. So he bought that, and I took the Payson system out of here. Did not reinstall the old mechanical because it's just not needed. Took the old big spark coil out of here. Installed the small one that comes with the Electrex. Look at how small that is. And it fires both cylinders. And started installing the Electrex system. Well, we got as far as basically the last 99%, and the last 1% was to put the rotor onto the crankshaft. Now here's the old rotor. This rotor is keyed. Let's see, can you see the key right there? That's the key slot. So it's held onto the crankshaft to slide on and keyed in position. Now I can't let go of this. Okay, the Electrex is not keyed. They put in a taper fit onto the crankshaft, and so you can put this rotor anywhere you want, which is really nice. I've turned it now so that the timing marks are in this upper right-hand quadrant, and I've marked the timing marks on here, and it goes on like that. And then you just put the center bolt in, and Bob's your uncle. It's beautiful. It's done. Really easy. The problem is that of the two center nuts they gave me, neither one fits the threads. Of the one that came off the bike, it doesn't fit the threads anymore because it's stripped. You see, back when this was on and this was holding it in place, it didn't matter if it was stripped. It held well enough, apparently, to keep it from going anywhere. And who notices when you take it off if it's stripped or not? So these two didn't fit. This one I borrowed from a buddy. It's supposed to be right for this bike. It doesn't fit. Here's the old spark coil. So I did a little research and found out that this shaft is supposed to be 1/2 inch diameter and 22 TPI, threads per inch. So can I get this off of here? I may have to put the camera down to get this off. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I bought a die, a 1/2 inch, 22 threads per inch die. I've got it over here. I stuck it in the drawer. So let's see if it's in here. Where would I put it if I was in one called taps? Here it is. And this guy is supposed to fit this shaft and clean up these threads. It won't even start. I mean, this thing mic'd out to 1/2 inch, and this is 1/2 inch, and it's 20 TPI, and it's supposed to go on, and it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't even try to grab the first thread. If it would grab the first thread, I'd be willing to use a bigger handle on it and try to get it started, but it just flat doesn't. So I got to do a little bit more research and find out just what tap goes on, what die goes on here. If anybody knows, let me know. You know, give me a comment. Tell me what size die to buy. Now, in the meantime, I have ordered from a vendor two, count them, two of the nuts that the part number says fit on here, 2 of them. Figuring that if these outer threads are really galled, that maybe, well, as a matter of fact, I know by putting this together with the stock, the original nut. Let me show you how bad this is. With this original nut, which just sort of rattles around. See that? How loose it is? Okay, anyway, when you get into the center, towards the end, there are some tighter threads. And I'm hoping, because when you tighten it down with the rotor in place, it just keeps turning. You heard the old saying, tighten until loose? Well, somebody did. So I've ordered 2 of these they have a longer shoulder, and they're supposed to be right for the threads. And if the shoulder isn't long enough to reach these, I will take the 2 nuts, cut the shoulder off one, have it welded to the other to give me an extra long shoulder, which will reach into these good threads in the back. And I hope that'll solve the problem. That's plan B. Plan A was to just put it back together. Plan B is to build a longer retainer bolt. Plan C, which I really don't want to do, but will do if the client blesses the idea, and only if, is to drill into the center of the crankshaft here, and then thread that hole and use a standard bolt and washer here to mount that rotor. Don't want to do it. Don't know how hard these crankshafts are. Don't know if I can do it. That's plan C, or maybe plan D for desperation. Anybody have any ideas on tightening down the nut on this crankshaft? If they had just put a stud here instead of threading the actual crankshaft, life would be so simple. So I'm caught. I'm halfway between the Payson system that is uninstalled and 3/4, 90% through the system that I can't bolt down tight. So at this point in time, I'm going to put this bike aside and waiting for the 2 nuts that I ordered. 2 nuts, that's Kevin and me. The 2 retaining nuts that I ordered, they should be here in the next 2 or 3 days. We'll see how well they fit and whether I'm going to go with plan B or have to do something else. I'm open to suggestions. If you have any serious experience with this, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you and good day. I'm going to take this bike down now. Kevin's on his way down. So this bike is coming down. Put this black Norton over here. This poor neglected Norton is sitting over here. The head is on the shelf. One of those 2 heads is for the black Norton. The other one is for Fred. We're going to put the black Norton head on the black Norton and see what kind of progress we can make today. That's where we are. Beautiful day, it's Sunday, and I'm in the shop. Okay, that's what I like to do.